J-Rock did this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day, y'all. You know, for the new folks who are tuning in right now, for the new folks who will be tuning in a little bit later, because this is a surprise live. I wasn't going to go live. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live. I haven't done it in quite a while. You're not rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Hey, today is a great day. Today is Friday. Today is a day of the end of the week, and it's time to celebrate. And it's time, for the ones who work, and I know a good portion of folks who watch me, are middle age or old age or just aged. We made it to the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. It's September the 6th. The weather's okay, and for all the ones who've been thinking about it, it's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock today. It is shot o'clock today. So for get your drink of choice. I'll pause. Okay, I'll pause. Get your drink of choice. It might be some what is this Kentucky Tavern, little brown. It might be some water. It might be some ginger ale. It might even be some sweet tea. Whatever your choice is, it's shot o'clock. We made it, y'all. We made it. Cheers. Woo! Let's go. Hey, Michelle Malone, what's up, girl? What is going on? How is everybody doing on this Friday evening? Be blessed, y'all. Be blessed. Because we got to go with today, y'all. We talking about, of course, we're talking about Ashlyn Watkins. The story keeps getting changed. The story just keeps getting rearranged. I hear this, I hear that. WIS made a post saying a news article talking about WIS TV in Columbia. Made a news article yesterday saying that Ashlyn Watkins suspension has been lifted. Then we come today. So nah, not really. It ain't been lifted. She's still suspended from team activities. Ashlyn Watkins is still suspended from basketball activities. Okay. And I just want to get stuff right. I want to get stuff right. So before these news outlets start putting stuff out, because it's official, with WIS is whatever is official, I just want to know the truth, right? Well, no, true. And Claire Fennell, yeah, you're right. Her dad posted that on Facebook and then he deleted it. I saw the post. But he deleted it. At the end of the day, she has a court case on October the 25th, next month, towards the end of the month. And things will be dealt with then. They have this automatic, I guess, kicker clause where it says you automatically suspended from team activities when things like this happen, just automatic, boom, suspended. I was wondering, but I trust the news sometimes that I was just wondering, hey, we still got a court case, how has it been unlifted? We still got a court case, but I was just trusting the process. That's all I was doing, just trusting the process. And come to find out that it was wrong. The Gamecocks are doing a lot. We saw the pictures. We saw the workouts. We saw all the great things that are going on for the South Carolina Gamecocks. We saw Tuesday, we got the White House visit. We got that going on. Sania Feagin gonna be representing Team USA 3-on-3. That's amazing. That's awesome. And I'm so happy for Sania Feagin. I'm overjoyed because I believe she's going to be a huge part to this basketball season this year. You got Raven Johnson going out west to go speak at some awesome type conference. And I'm always proud of Raven Johnson, everything that she's accomplished and will accomplish in the future. But we're back to the thing. We're back to the situation. That's how my Uncle Neil, God rest his soul, used to say it. You say situation. He didn't say situation. He said situation. So we're back to the situation with Ashlyn Watkins not on this basketball team. So again, that opens up a plethora of scenarios. It opens up a situation where what happens next? Because I'm for real talk. Until I know for sure, until October 25th is over, and I know what's going on with that court case, I'm saying for Captain Will's mind and my sake, I'm saying that Ashlyn Watkins is not on this basketball team. I just don't, some things I just don't believe. So until it's cut and dry, she's not on this basketball game. So I'm going to prepare in my head that Ashlyn Watkins is not there and we have to make moves, situations, rotations to take her spot. Now, if everything happens and she comes back to the team, then we'll just fire and we'll move on. But we got to find a way to replace who she was going to be starting. Make no mistake about it. Forget what you heard. Forget what you thought about. Ashlyn Watkins is going to be starting this basketball team. 6'3", 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2.4 block shots per basketball game. Defensive rating, the lowest in the country. 20.1 minutes per basketball game. That has to be replaced. On top of Kamilla Cardozo, who averaged 25.3 minutes per basketball game. Averaged a double-double. What? Three block shots per basketball game. And who is straight up balling. Balling in the WNBA. Now, the Chicago Sky ain't winning much games. They ain't. But she is, I mean, since the All-Star break, she been on one. And I'm so proud of Kamilla Cardozo. Because, you know, we talk about the rookie of the year, and the only thing we hear is Caitlin Clark and injuries. Well, you know, somebody better talk about Kamilla Cardozo, because if she would have started the season like this, there'd be more conversations. Okay? So shout out to Kamilla Cardozo who's putting in work. But somebody on this Gamecock team are like, oh yeah, I got some minutes now. Because there are minutes to be had in so many different ways, you know? This is the opportunity for Sania Feagin, who I believe to be her, to do what she's supposed to do. This is the time. She averaged, 15.1 minutes per game, 7.6 rebounds. She can be her. She can be her. And I believe she will be. She ain't going to play 15 minutes a game. I'd already, thought about Sania Feagin playing, about 20, 21 minutes per basketball game, trying to, take some of those minutes that Kamilla Cardozo was getting. That's what I envisioned. But now you have a situation where she's probably going to play a few minutes more because of Ashlyn Watkins. The mantra of next player up is said too many times, because in reality, that's not true. That's not true. We watched South Carolina football last week, playing Old Dominion. Last week, toe-to-toe against an inferior team that we was favored by 21 points. For inferior teams, and no such thing as next player up, because you don't have that depth. If we look at teams last season in college basketball, I'm a star at LSU played about 6 players per basketball game. When Angel Reese was in foul trouble, it was a different team. Because there's no such thing as next player up for them. If Flage would have gotten injured, it was no such thing as next player up. But if you have a situation like South Carolina, where it truly is next player up, it's just amazing. Because I'm not going to sit here and cry and moan like, oh my God, we lost Camila Cardoza, she's gone, oh my God, we lost Ashlyn Watkins, what the hell we going to do? No, that's not what Carolina built. Because I get comments, I get situations, I get DMs, like I say, okay. And this was before the Ashlyn Watkins situation. It was before it. This was when the only thing we was losing was Camila Cardoza. Now, that's a great thing, right? That's amazing. But I wasn't like sitting in my corner, rocking back and forth. It's like, oh, what are we going to do now with Camila Cardoza going to the WNBA? No. And Gamecock fans are not like that. But the outsiders who watch Carolina, but don't know the ins and the outs of the program, and don't know the ins and outs of recruiting, and don't know the ins and outs of everything that goes on along with this team. So, yeah, we got a shot. We got a shot. We got a shot at the three-time national champion. We do. Brother mine hit me up, DM me and said, bro, only people that care about South Carolina women's basketball is people in South Carolina. I was like, what? For real? That's cool. I mean, it's nice for you to say that, but it's not true. It's not true. Ashlyn Watkins is not there. But so you get opportunity for Maryam Dauda, transfer, 6'4" from Arkansas, 5-star recruit, 13th overall in 2021 recruiting class to get playing time. Average 12.7 rebounds, average 2 block shots a game, shot 32% from 3, 80%, basically 80% from the free throw line. She can shoot. She can rebound the basketball. She's not the defender that Watkins was or is, but nobody else in the country is either. Talking to a brother of mine, we said, oh, man, we're just going to have to, score 100 points every game. I was like, oos. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's going to happen. The trajectory of this team will always be defense. I think that a player that we're not even thinking about right now is going to ball out defensively. And a player who I think who's going to ball out defensively is none other than Joyce Edwards. I do. I think she's going to ball out defensively. If she concentrates on rebounding, block shots, and defense this season, because we know she can score the basketball and she can use a 6'3" athletic size, she could be a defensive presence, much like, remember when MiLaysia Fulwiley got it together after that North Carolina game when she was sitting and watching because she wasn't playing great defense. Remember that? Fast forward few games. Fast forward to the postseason. MiLaysia Fulwiley is one of our better perimeter players on the team. MiLaysia Fulwiley had a very good defensive rating. When you are athletic and you are fast and you're quick and you are a basketball savant, like a Fulwiley, like a Joyce Edwards, I'm not concerned about defense ever on this basketball team. Ever. Not concerned about it. I believe that we are not going to miss a beat this season, regardless if Ashlyn plays or if she does play, because you have multiple 5-star recruits who are just waiting to get into basketball game and get minutes. You're waiting. Like, okay, I know I'm gonna get some burn now. I know when we go to Vegas on November the 4th, then I'm gonna get some burn. And not just because we're gonna blow out Michigan. I'm talking about I'm actually gonna be in the rotation. That's cool. That's great. For players who want to step up. We know the competition, the practices and stuff is stellar, right? We know it's unbelievable. So it's time just to step up. Pretty cutting and dry with me. Just time to step up. You got Adhel Tac 6'5" coming off a injury. Looking pretty good to me. Looking pretty good to me. I just and the cool thing about Adhel, she don't have to play. How many 5-star recruits go to basketball teams where they are looked upon to actually be not only a part of the rotation, but start and get starters minutes? There ain't no rush with Adhel Tac. It ain't. It's because it just ain't no rush. She come along on her own time. Come along on time and make sure that injury is G to G. The expectation for me in the post is Chloe and Feagin starting. Then you have a situation when those two come out the basketball game. You got Maryam Dauda, Joyce Edwards coming in. That's what I believe. I believe those are going to be the first two off the bench in the post. And when you got two players with 5-star recruits and quote unquote elite players, bruh, it's something crazy, man. It's something crazy. Let's go through a few of these comments. We've got a lot of comments, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in and chopping up with Captain Will. I really do appreciate it. Robert says, just an unfortunate situation, Cap. It is. It's an unfortunate situation for everybody who's involved. It's unfortunate for the victim. It's unfortunate for Ashlyn. It's unfortunate for her family. It's unfortunate for the victim's family because now everything is out. Everything is out. And there's always questions. Like, what happened? Did that happen? Oh, maybe that happened. And then when you don't know exactly what happened, we start to fill in the blanks ourselves. And these are still babies. These are still somebody's babies. These are still somebody's kids. And I know if it was my kids, if it was my babies, especially my daughters, and who I'm real protective of, it's just like I'll be losing my mind right now, you know. But it's unfortunate for reals. Ernest Boy Captain, thank you, because I've been hearing all kinds of stories about Ashlyn's situation. Let me honestly prayers for both these young ladies as a kid. Yeah, thank you, Ernest Boy. Thank you, brother. If I get information, I'm gonna let folks know. I think that's the being transparent and honest about it. And if I get misinformation from news outlets, I'm gonna say, yo, this is wrong. This ain't the right thing. And because a lot of folks are just so quick. I want to be first to get the information versus being first to get the information right. You know, so we'll see how things go. Cheryl Jackson, I hope Ashlyn comes out of this to get back with the team. Cheryl, thank you for commenting. Girl, I'm with you completely. I hope she does. I pray she does. And some of the stuff that I read, you know, it's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of stuff that was first assumed that may or may not have happened. And it's just a lot, you know, with this whole thing, because it's only been a week. You know, it happened late Friday night, early Saturday morning. So it's just a lot to unpack with this whole situation. On top of, you know, this is the thing, John. It just dawned on me right now. Suspended from basketball activities, but not suspended from, to my knowledge, not suspended from school. So she's still going to school. And Ashlyn Watkins is a celebrity at the University of South Carolina. So wherever she goes, people are like, oh, Yeah. You know how people do. They're just talking about you and don't even realize they realize they're talking about you, but they're not realizing that the person you're talking about actually see you talking about them. So it's just like, Like went to the USC game this Friday, last Saturday. Went to the game last Saturday, had some dope seats in the club and all that stuff. Right, and I'm trying, eat my food. I'm eating my I think I had some shrimp and some hot dog or something I'm eating. I'm just chilling, just doing what I do. Had a little something too. And I looked over to my left and I saw a cat just doing like this ram. Taking a picture of me. I'm like, what? Why don't you come holler at me? You ain't gotta talk, take a picture of me. Come holler at me. Just come talk to Captain Will. I could have got you a drink. Whatever it is. But you have people who watch and take pictures versus and talk about you versus knowing what's actually going on. So it's just a tough situation for this young lady and the victim and the team. Make no mistake about it. This is tough for the team and the coaches and everybody who's associated with the program. This is difficult stuff. You go from being the celebrities on campus, and we could talk about the football team being the celebrities on campus, but let's just keep this real, okay? The celebrities at the University of South Carolina reside on the South Carolina women's basketball team. I love football more than most. During the Gamecock walk, they walking by. Because they wear helmets, I don't know who all these players are. If they wear a jersey, I know who they are. But these young ladies, wherever they go in Columbia, wherever they go in the surrounding cities, wherever they go in the campus, they know they are being watched. That is pressure. That's pressure. It's a lot. So I pray for them out as well. A lot of prayers going on. All the prayer warriors get it together. Because this season right here is going to be a lot tougher than we anticipated. Every season has a mantra. Every season has a theme. I don't know what this theme is this upcoming season, but I know Dawn going to come up with something clever. Because this season right here going to be tough. Mentally. It's going to be tough. Robert said other girls will just step up. We got the depth and the talent. Let's go. You are so right, my brother. You're so right. So right. Noxious News. Brandon Lee TV said the victim lied about being hit by her. Was there more news? What's up, Noxious News? Yeah, I read something about that. That the victim lied. I read that yesterday. I did. Sherwood Bradford. Send information on how to become a member. Okay, cool. Sherwood, just go to my YouTube channel. Go towards about 2/3 of the way on the channel. It should pop up on the right-hand side, join. And when it says join, click on the button and you'll see the criteria and you'll see the bronze, the silver and the gold, and things like that. You'll see all the information. Hit me up if you've got any problems. James Van said, Cat, we'll be good. No one still wants that smoke. You're right. Nobody wants that smoke. But you got a couple teams licking their chops like, okay. We got we got a little bit of room to kind of attack, and I haven't talked about recruiting yet. Recruiting is pretty much still the same place. We haven't really changed over the last few days. I'm doing more and more recruiting videos during the week. But I do have to say something about this right here. I mentioned before a couple of days ago that LSU was doing some work this year in recruiting. And that is the truth. I might talk about LSU sometimes in a derogatory way, because I'm just joking or whatever. But I'm gonna be real with you. This is the real deal right here. LSU has 3 top 10 recruits visiting this weekend. They go into the football game and and they're gonna be, with the red carpet and the bright lights and the dancing and when they was recruiting Joyce, they picked up in a drop top Beamer. No, it was a Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? So you got, for the ones who really be following recruiting comes, trying to educate most of the folks in that about the recruiting process. And I've been talking about for a while, Divine Burridge, I believe, will be a LSU Tiger. I've been saying that for a few weeks. I think she'll be a LSU Tiger. They got Tessa Johnson, and it's really between LSU and Kentucky. Those are two of the best guards in the country. Yeah, in the class of 2025, those are two of the best guards. And then you throw in, they got Grace Knox coming in too. 3 of the top 10 players are going to official visit, unofficial visit, whatever the case may be. They going to the campus this weekend. They are already there. And I would not be surprised if one or maybe 2 of those players commit to LSU on Sunday. I won't be surprised whatsoever. Now, last season, they only got 1 player in the top 100. So they definitely making, some waves this season. Like they're going to do something different this season. And if they mess around and get 3 of the top 10, that is Carolina back in 2021 in the recruiting class. Those would be statements. And I'm telling you right now, Divine Burridge can ball. Tessa Johnson can ball. Those 2 guards are nice because they're already looking at the future. You're like, okay, Flage gonna be gone. We gotta start getting that situation figured out. I talk about LSU, but they are legit. They score those players. They got the number 1 recruiting class. It's done. And some folks be like, Cap, we talk about recruiting and everything, but you never talk about what's going on with South Carolina. Because I've said before, most of the top 15 recruits have been spoken for in this class. Most of them are heavy leans to other places, and those places are not South Carolina. That is just the reality of this recruiting class. But Dawn is going head and shoulders over for that 2026 recruiting class. That 2026 recruiting class is going to be dope. It's going to be amazing. But the 2025 recruiting class is going to be different. If a God maker does not go to the South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball program, we won't have a pick, or we won't have a recruit in the top 15. There's been some long time since that has occurred at the University of South Carolina. Just keep you aware. Just keep you aware. Maybe we'll get Jada Seville. Maybe we'll get a Jayla Davis. Hopefully we will get a got maker. Lauren Jacobs is a homegrown Columbia girl, 4-star recruit, point guard, shooting guard, who is a baller. That's just recruiting. It have you even your flows, but it doesn't. Look at this right here. Got to look at it this term, right? And I ain't gonna say scoring big recruits in this 2025 class is important. It's not important. Not gonna say that whatsoever. What I'm gonna say is it's not as important to South Carolina as it is with other teams. Hear me out. We're going to lose Te-Hina Paopao. Te-Hina Paopao is going to be gone. She's going to be shooting threes in the WNBA this time next year, hopefully with the Atlanta Dream, so I can go see her play. Okay? We're going to be losing Bree Hall. Same scenario. Hopefully, Bree will have a great year this year, her stock will rise. Okay? Those two will be gone. Sania Feagin, put it on rinse and repeat what I just said about Bree Hall. She's going to be gone too. Sakima Walker, she's going to be gone. All her eligibility will be exhausted. But here's the thing. I'm just focusing on those three. Those three players. And we're talking about Tahina Powell leaving. You have MiLaysia Fulwiley be stepping in. Okay. So, but you have that cause and effect, right? The cause and effect is that MiLaysia Fulwiley steps in for Tahina Powell, who steps in for MiLaysia Fulwiley. Okay, that person is Maddy McDaniel, who is a straight up baller. We will understand some things about Maddy McDaniel during the season. But next year, bro, I'm just saying. So, and then move on to Bree Hall. Bree Hall moves on. Who steps in for Bree Hall? Well, Tessa Johnson steps in for Bree Hall. So who steps in for Tessa Johnson? That is a question mark. That's a question mark because next season we will not have this player to step in for Tessa Johnson. So we're gonna need a wing player to fill that role. So when we talking about that role, we could say possibly a got maker. Be amazing. Number 6 overall recruit in the country. That'd be awesome. Or we could say a Jada Seville, right now the number 40th overall recruit in the country to fill that, I guess, that third team, wing, however you want to say it. But it's not like you're trying to replace a upper tier player. And then with Sania Feagin, if she starts this season, okay, Sania Feagin moves on. So then you have Maryam Dauda, who will be with South Carolina for 2 years from Arkansas. That's amazing. That is wonderful. So she will fill that role that Sania Feagin, if she starts, oh hell, it might be Maryam Dauda starting this season. We don't know. But just saying, I believe that Sania Feagin is going to start. Maryam Dauda fill that role for Sania Feagin. Who fills that role that Maryam Dauda is filling this year? You can pick whoever the hell it is. You can say Joyce. You can say Adhel. You can say either one of those players. And then you bring along, what about a transfer to fill that gap? A veteran transfer, maybe a junior, maybe a player who got some veteran tendencies who can step in and get 10, 12 minutes per basketball game, because that would be the requirement for South Carolina next year. But we talking about that following year, with Raven Johnson gone, Fulwiley and Tessa juniors. I didn't even think about Chloe. Chloe be gone that following year too with Raven. That 2026 class is going to be crucial for South Carolina women's basketball. We're going to get some players in 2025. We are. We're going to get some players in 2025. And don't be surprised next year if Carolina's favored to win it all again. I won't be surprised whatsoever. Whatever. We got to get past this season right here. We got to get past the 2024-2025 season before we talk about the 2025-2026 season. But if we could just fast forward to next season, Fulwiley being a junior, Tessa being a junior, Raven being a senior. Ooh, oh my! That squad is going to be scary. That squad is going to be scary. This squad right here is already scary. I mean, this squad here is dangerous. It's the best. It's something nice. It's something nice. But that squad, whoa! Telling you, it's gonna be something. What's up, Jonathan McQueen? What is up, my guy? Brandon Booker at Cap got the good seats. they was decent, bro. They was decent. I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed off the second half, though. I'm not gonna. I mean, I was in my feelings. Second half. Like, bro, can we get something right? Football is king in this country. There'll be 110,000 in Big House tomorrow. Les Austin Jr., bro. I agree with you completely. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. Completely. I agree with you completely. Yo, oh man, Aaliyah Chavez is nice. This is from Goodness Rated Bo. Yeah, Aaliyah Chavez is the best player in this class, and I'm not talking about Aaliyah Chavez because Aaliyah Chavez is not coming to South Carolina. I am not. I'm not going to discuss that. I mean, even though she's in the top 5 and she had Carolina in the top 5, she is not coming to South Carolina. No. She going to Texas Tech, and I'm telling you right now, and LSU is still up in that number 2. Like, bro. But yeah, Aaliyah Chavez is the best player in the class right now. She is a phenomenal scorer. Phenomenal. I mean, she can score that basketball, and she got that dog in her. She's nice. She's nice. Mocha Latte, what if Raven declares this year? Mocha Latte, what's up, girl? I would say this right here. If Raven, here's the thing. So Raven can declare after this year, just like Mocha Latte just said. She can declare because she is a red shirt junior. She can declare for the draft, and she can go into the draft and most likely get picked. Last time I checked, Raven Johnson on the mock WNBA mock draft being picked in the 2nd round. If Raven Johnson has a great year this year, which I expect her to have a great year and continue to improve her shooting, which she did over the previous season, there's a high probability that Raven could leave. I'm hoping beyond hope that Raven Johnson does not leave after the season. But if Raven Johnson, if we win the championship this year and she has elevated her stock to a 1st round pick and we win the championship, I believe Raven is gone. And if Raven is gone, then you have you will have a situation where Maddy will be looked upon next year to start. Then you will get either Maddy will start or Dawn will get a very good transfer in to start, and Maddy come off the bench until she's ready to start. That would change the calculus a little bit if Raven decides to go. But for sure, I'm wishing her to ball out, and I want the best for Raven. Raven is definitely one of my favorite players, if not the favorite player on this basketball team. And if she wouldn't have tore up her knee that first couple games in the season during her freshman year, I think that she would be further along in her progress. But come on, Raven, please stay. Please stay. This is my plea to you from all the Gamecock fans out there. Raven Johnson, please stay. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You're not rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. I'm not sure when I'm going to do live again, but this was fun one more time, and we will do it again soon.